Can being too expressive with your face actually give you more wrinkles? If you've ever been told to stop frowning or to relax your face, you have probably wondered whether there's any truth to that. Today, I'm going to break down what the science actually says about facial expressions and wrinkles. Hi, I'm Dr. Morgana Colombo. I'm a board-certified dermatologist in Northern Virginia and founder of Vida Derma, a science-backed skincare line aimed to help women as they age. Let's start with the basics. Your face has over 40 muscles, and every time you smile, frown, squint, raise your eyebrows, those muscles contract and fold the skin above them. When you're young, your skin snaps right back, so no problem. But over time, those temporary creases can become permanent lines. In dermatology, we call the temporary ones dynamic wrinkles and the permanent ones static wrinkles. So here is the key question. Do repeated facial expressions actually turn into lasting wrinkles? And guys, the answer is yes. There was an important study published in the British Journal of Dermatology that followed 122 women over 8 years. Researchers photographed their faces, both at rest and while smiling, and what they found that was actually striking. The pattern of lines that appeared during a smile at the start of the study predicted exactly where permanent wrinkles showed up 8 years later. In other words, the creases you make when you're expressive are essentially a preview of the wrinkles you're going to develop down the road. Now, does that mean being expressive is the main cause of wrinkles? Well, not exactly. Facial expressions are just one piece of the puzzle. The biggest drivers of wrinkle formation are things like sun exposure, genetics, smoking, and the natural loss of collagen and elastin that happens as we age. Your skin loses roughly 1% of its collagen every year. As that structural support breaks down, the skin becomes drier and less elastic, which means it's less able to bounce back from those repeated folding motions. Here's something interesting that a lot of people don't realize. How hydrated your skin is actually plays a role in how much damage facial expressions do. Research has shown that when you smile in dry conditions, the strain on your skin concentrates into sharp crease lines. But in humid conditions, that same strain spreads out more evenly. So keeping your skin well moisturized isn't just about comfort. It actually may help reduce the mechanical damage that leads to wrinkles over time. Now, guys, let's talk about emotions like anger and stress. Being angry or stressed doesn't just make you furrow your brow more often. Chronic psychological stress has its own separate effect on your skin. Studies have shown that stress hormones, particularly catecholamines such as epinephrine, increase oxidative damage and inflammation in the skin. That leads to faster breakdown of collagen and elastic fibers. So stress can age your skin in two ways. First, through the repeated muscle contractions of tense or angry expressions. And then second, through the direct biological effects of stress hormones on your skin structure. So should you stop smiling or try to keep a blank face all day? Oh my gosh, absolutely not, guys. The contribution of facial expressions to wrinkles is real, but it's gradual and it works alongside many other factors. You get far more benefit from wearing sunscreen, not smoking, managing stress, staying hydrated, and using a good moisturizer than you would from trying to limit your expressions. We want you to keep smiling, just add the other things. In fact, this is exactly the principle behind treatments like Botox. Botox, botulinum toxin, works by temporarily relaxing the facial muscles so they can't contract as forcefully. That reduces the repeated folding of skin, which slows down the progression from dynamic wrinkles to permanent wrinkles. It's one of the most common cosmetic procedures performed today, with millions of injections done each year. Remember that wrinkles are a normal part of aging. They're influenced by your genetics, your environment, your habits, and yes, your facial expressions. If you're noticing lines that bother you or you're curious about what you can do to slow things down, talk to a dermatologist. Hope you found this useful. Remember to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.